Well, good morning, boys and girls. As you can tell, my environment has changed. I'm over at my life coach's house today. Yeah, I sometimes I like to take a break from the basement. Get it's gets a little stuffy in there with all the masseuses and the Nutella bath creates a steam in the environment. I need to get it clean, so I hire some maids and I head over to my life coach's house so we can evaluate where I am in my life, and it's usually the same thing every time. You need to do something with your life, Steve. Same evaluation, but she's really good at it. So I come over here to do that and chill. I get rid of the tie and everything. This is where I just plain relax. Last couple days have been not too bad. I'm approaching right up to my 80 percentile on my picks. Last night I got 3 for 3. And tonight there's a lot of games, so we should probably get at it. Oh, you know what? I didn't bring any Heimies with me. I got no Heimies body lube with me, but you do. And make sure you're well lubed, boys and girls, because we don't want people going around all chafing. No. Heimie body lube, it's the best. There, I said it. Okay, let's get her going. The Nucks versus the Bruins. Interesting game. I got to take the Bruins at home on this. I heard it's possible Bergeron could be back for this one, and for sure you got to take the Bruins. However, now I heard a rumor that Rask might be injured. If that's the case, they really don't have much of a backup. I think this will be a high-scoring game. I'm going to say 5-4 Bruins. And I wouldn't bet on this, especially if Rask isn't going to be in net, because they don't have much outside of Rask for goaltending after they lost Subban, which at the time didn't seem like much of a loss, but it sure kind of seems so now, doesn't it? The Rags and the versus the Islanders. I think this is the game that the Rags start. They've really been putting together not too bad games the last little while. It's not that they've looked bad. I think that's been kind of unlucky. It's a big game. They'll be up for it. I just have a feeling the Rags are going to turn around on this particular game. I don't really like the makeup of the Islanders this year. And the whole situation with Tavares, I think, is weighing on them too. I'm going to take the Rags 4-2. Preds and Flyers. I think Josie's back for this game, but the Flyers are just are playing so well right now. Whether they have Elliott in net or Neuwirth, I still think the Flyers are going to win this game. Before the season started, I almost had them making the playoffs if their goaltending was going to hold up. Their goaltending appears to be holding up, so my pick for Carolina or Buffalo over them is not looking too good. I'm thinking the Flyers will likely make the playoffs if this stays this way, for sure, if their goaltending stays this way. 5-3 for the Flyers. Bolts and Jackets, tough game to choose here. By a slight edge, I'm taking the Jackets because Bobrovsky will likely be in net, and the Bolts will probably have Vasilevsky. I don't know why people slag Vas so much. He's a freaking awesome goaltender, and he's going to show it this year. And just give it to you guys. He's going to stick it right to you, all you naysayers. I'll take Jackets 2-1 because of the goaltending. Devs and Sens, also a tough game. Boucher is freaking genius. I would not doubt that the Sens win this game simply because he seems to be able to pick apart the opposition's team and get his players playing whatever they need to play to expose their weaknesses. And the Devils do have a weakness, and that is the D. They're getting bailed out by Schneider right now, and they're getting solid, confident goal scoring. I wouldn't bet on this one. I'm taking the Devils 3-1, but I don't like it. Oilers versus Hawks. Without Draisaitl and the way they have been their transition game, they've been playing in their transition game. Now their underlying numbers look pretty good actually, but I've said this over and over and over again. Your underlying numbers can still look good if your forwards are keeping possession in the offensive zone, But if you have a poor transition game, it wears on your team, and they do, and they have to do something about it. And against the Hawks, I think they're going to get eaten alive, especially with their lack of confidence with their forwards right now. I'm going to say Hawks 4-2. Um, Blues versus the Avs. What was going on with the Blues? There was something going on with the Blues. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But I think I got to take the Blues. Oh yeah, right. What it is the Avs are going to be playing Bernier, and Bernier's not a bad goaltender, but against the Blues, I think they'll get beat up pretty good. Their offense is flying pretty good, so I'm going to say the Blues. But I still think Bernier is good enough. I think the Blues. It's going to be a 3-2 game, somewhere around there. Canes and Flames. I picked the Canes to make the playoffs, like I said. As it is right now, their offense looks disorientated. I'm sure Peters will have that figured out sometime in the year, but I don't know when that's going to happen. And until it happens, I'm probably going to be taking the opposition more often than not, especially at home. So I'm taking the Flames 3-2. And the Stars versus the Yotes. Stars are looking good. Yotes are looking shit. So I'm taking the Stars 4-1. Well, that's my full 42%, boys and girls. I'm going to be on a little traveling excursion this next couple days, so you're going to see me in different environs. We'll be I'll be coming, but I'll make sure these picks keep coming to you, no matter what I got to do. If I got to get up in the morning, I will do it, because that's how much I love you. Have a great day, everyone. Lots of love to you. That's my full 42%.